This brother wanted to know, is 10 commandments part of the law of Moses? Or when we say law of Moses, is 10 commandments involved? Yes. Many has been taught wrongly that we have 10 commandments and we have law of Moses, which is not true. Now, nobody can get a scripture whereby Bible said the law of Moses is different from 10 commandments. There is no scripture like that. Now pay attention very carefully. In the Bible, when God gives a word through Isaiah, we call it book of Isaiah. When God gives a word through Jeremiah, we call it the book of Jeremiah. When God gives a word through Amos or Daniel, we call it the book of Daniel or the book of Amos. So when God gave a word through Moses, we call it the book or law of Moses. So when we say law of Moses, every word that God gave through Moses is called law of Moses. That's what the book of John 1:17 says. The law came through Moses. Now, let's go to the Bible and now confirm from the Bible what is law of Moses and what is contained or what is made up of law of Moses. First of all, God is going to speak. Malachi chapter number 4, verse number 4 says, remember to obey the law of Moses, my servants, all the decrees and the regulations that I gave him on Mountain Sinai for all Israel. All that I gave to him on Mountain Sinai with the decrees and regulations. So God said that all the law he gave through Moses is called law of Moses. God is speaking here, not a man. And God called the law he gave to Moses on Mountain Sinai the law of Moses. Now David is about to die. He called Solomon and gave Solomon instruction. And David said, now the days of David drew near that she should die. He charged Solomon his son, saying, I go to the way of all the earths. Be strong, therefore, and prove yourself a man. Verse number 3. And keep the charge of the Lord your God, to walk in his way, to keep his statutes, number 1, his commandments, number 2, his judgment, number 3, his testimonies, number 4, as it is written in the law of Moses, you may prosper in all that you do. David made us to understand the law of Moses is made up of commandments, judgment, and statutes. All this together is called the law of Moses. So whenever people read the book of Psalms and they see law in the book of Psalms, David is not talking about only one law. David is talking about all the law. If the other laws are not important, David wouldn't have charged Solomon to obey them. So when we say law of Moses, it is all the law